Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG McCrunkface coming at you in episode 20 of this Let's Play SevTech Survival series. Welcome back to another glorious evening here on Krunkk Island, everybody, as the moon rises above us. It is the 20th episode of what has been a very epic and awesome mini modded series here on the ReNDoG channel. My goodness, I can't believe we have come this far. So much has been achieved, and let's be honest, so much has not been achieved over the last 20 episodes. Last episode, we were getting busy getting some bison, buffalo, giant cow things to power some epic machines, and today, guys, is super exciting. Today, we unlock the first age of SevTech. We are currently in age 0, and just with a few more things to create here, we are going to be completing the tutorial age of SevTech. We have been spending the last many episodes trying to make the flame-grilled freaking Whopper. And to make this thing, we've needed a whole bunch of interesting materials. We went to the Darklands to get shadow gems, and we have now installed a bunch of machines in order to create the final bits and pieces that we require to make the freaking flame-grilled Whopper. Okay, here we go, guys. This is literally the last step in the creation of the resources that we require to make our flame-grilled Whopper. We are now millstoning our charcoal down into charcoal dust, and that is the final little bit of material that we're going to need to throw the sucker together. Ooh, baby! I'm getting super hyped now, man. Let's just munch on some protein and some vegetables over here. And that's going to be, what, 2 charcoal dust, which is exactly what we need. And let's have a look at this recipe for one last time. The red cedar planks we got from growing red cedar trees using the totemic ceremony last episode. And that means we now have everything that we require to get this flame-grilled Whopper up and running. Let's crank open the correct backpack over here. We need a shark tooth. We need 1 shadow gem. Also, just reminded that we literally only have 2 shadow gems, so that sucks. We're also going to need a Whopper MK2 and some red cedar planks. There we go, guys. What a beautiful sight. Red cedar planks, shadow gem, shark tooth, charcoal dust, MK Whopper 2, and this is our flame-grilled Whopper. Finally, after so many hours of grind, we have created our very first flame-grilled goodness. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And look at this. We've started to unlock a couple more things here on the track. Today, we're going to make all of these. This is called a melter, I think, and this is called a heater, I think. But before we get to that, let's have a look at this beautiful flame-grilled Whopper. Oh, my goodness. It feels so freaking good, guys. Look at that thing. It is epic. Now, the way that this thing works, I believe, hello parrot, hi, is I think this Whopper is going to function as a fire for us. So what I thought we could try and do is to automate our cooking system over here, right? Currently, we are using a couple of grills over some actual flames that have been set over some low-grade charcoal. And I think we're going to be able to completely upgrade the way that we cook food. Not only that, I think we're going to be able to automatically start storing food in a chest also once it's cooked. We're not even going to have to pick the food up out of our grill. Krunkk have epiphany! Krunkk smash! That's got to be the biggest word that Krunkk has ever used, guys. But today we be cooking with Krunkk gas, baby. Please take a look at what I have just thrown together. It is the very first alpha version of the Krunkk barbecue. This is the healthiest caveman barbecue available on the market, and it automatically cooks food for you. And yeah, it keeps all of those delicious flavors going too, because that grill down there never gets washed. But a very simple way to automate food production here in SevTech, guys. Primal chest on top of MK Whopper 2 feeds the grill. The flame-grilled Whopper cooks the food and sticks it into the output chest. And this is where Krunkk is going to be able to get all of his tasty food from now on. If we just start sticking some food in here, we should see it landing on the grill down there. Yes, look at this. The Krunkk barbecue. Trademarked, by the way. George Foreman, eat your heart out. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is awesome. awesome. So, I don't know how much raw meat and stuff we still have left here to cook, but we've got some raw horse meat, which is a bit disturbing. But we're also able, of course, to cook down all of our vegetables, which is going to help with our vegetable nutrition rates. At the moment, I've managed to keep all of my nutrition very close to 100%, which is great. But I do have quite a few uncooked carrots in here. Oops, that's cute, but very wrong. Can we take the carrots out, please? Hello, Krunkk. Listen, I know you've just had an epiphany, but can you please just right-click correctly? There we go. And we'll be able to bake all of these carrots, all of these beetroots, and we are now going to be able to have a really consistent supply of protein and of vegetables through our amazing little grill system over here. Of course, it's going to take forever to cook all of this stuff, but it doesn't really matter. We have all the time in the world here in the SevTech series, and this is just absolutely amazing, guys. The Krunkk Grill version alpha. Trademarked. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I'm having so much fun playing SevTech today. It's a pretty chilly Saturday morning in England right now, and I can't think of anything better to be doing right now than making some serious progress in SevTech. What do you think, Parrotface? Last episode was a bit of a shambles, if we're honest with ourselves. I was kind of lost as to what to do. There were so many little things and distractions going on, but today we are keeping our head down, and we are focusing on progressing through this mod pack. Next up on Krunk's to-do list for this very progressive episode is making a heater. And I'm hoping that a heater isn't as difficult to make as the other stuff that we had to make last episode. Let's have a look at some of the jazz that we're going to be needing. A clay barrel extension and porcelain bricks. Okay, these look a little bit complicated. We also need a stone grill, which we already have. Let's have a look at the recipe for the clay barrel extension. These can be placed above barrels to extend the capacity. Ooh, that's interesting. How do we make this thing? Okay, so we've got to fire an unfired clay barrel extension in a kiln. And to make an unfired clay barrel extension, we just need clay. Well, that is super, super easy. Why don't we start there, guys? I have collected quite a lot of clay over the course of the series. There's a lot of clay in the waters around Krunkk Island, and whenever I see a little bit of clay, I go and pick it up out of the water when I'm doing some fishing or something. So that's pretty easy. I guess we just need to make one. But let's just fire 3 of these bad boys just in case we need all of them. We've actually have 3 kilns in Krunkk Cave over here, so we might as well maximize the use of our resources here in the cave. Let's put the bear claw away, man. We're not going to need that for a while. Let's get those firing. Nice. Next up, we're going to need to make something called porcelain bricks, which is unfired porcelain in a kiln. To make unfired porcelain, ooh, okay, so now things are starting to get a bit interesting. We need flint, we need clay, we've got lots of this stuff, that's fine, but we also need white dye powder. That's interesting. How do we make this jazz? Ooh, we might have to use our new grindstone that we created. Looks like we can grind flowers down into white dye powder. Oh, we can do bone meal? Okay, that's awesome. That's going to be super easy. I think I've actually been creating a little bit of bone meal out here. Feather, get out of my life. I've been creating a bit of bone meal out here with our grindstone. This buffalo's been doing the work. Oh, there we go. Yes, I've got a bunch of bone meal ready to go. So if we just stick the bone meal up here, the buffalo should get going round and round in circles, grinding away, hopefully. Are you grinding away there, my son? This is probably going to take a while. No, there we go. White dye powder. Nice. How much of this are we going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least, right? Yeah, we're going to need at least 6 of this in the millstone also. Okay, things are getting a little bit more complicated. You know, one of the things I've really come to appreciate about SevTech is how well thought out this mod pack is. We have now come to the point in the series where we have automated food production, but at the same time that we've been able to do that, we are now having to use something that is really using up our hunger quite a lot, right? Every time we crank this hand bar, we use, I don't know, 3 or 4 hunger saturation, and we actually get really hungry really quickly using this machine. But the SevTech mod pack has been kind of designed so that your food situation is kind of sorted before you get to this point, and I just think that's really good thinking, really good design, really good planning, and I want to give a big props to the SevTech mod pack developers. You guys are amazing. Is it going to be a SevTech 2? If so, I am super hyped, man. That's going to be awesome. But yeah, we're cranking away over here at creating some unfired porcelain. I'm going to probably have to make a bunch more white dye powder, actually. This is the bottleneck right now, isn't it? This white dye powder. So let me do this off camera a bit, guys. Enjoy my coffee. And yeah, once this is all done, we can then move on to making the heater. Oh, man, this buffalo meat is tasty, baby. So I've been having a little bit of a closer look at our porcelain heater here, guys, and it looks like what we are going to be creating is a furnace here in SevTech, which I suppose is an upgraded version of the kiln, but I'm very curious to see how this thing works out. I've been cranking out a whole bunch of unfired porcelain, and we need to turn this unfired porcelain into porcelain bricks now, which I guess we do on the kiln, but I'm very curious to find out what this porcelain heater actually does. What is its purpose? It looks like it can actually cook down a whole bunch of things, much like a furnace, and I'm wondering if we're able to put items into the heater, just like you can in a vanilla furnace. I suppose that might make our flame-grilled Whopper obsolete. I'm not sure if you could actually cook stuff in the heater. If so, we could probably just completely change this system, right, and upgrade the grill over there to a heater. But time will tell, man. We got a couple of these porcelain bricks to create, and that I think is everything that we're gonna need to make this thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's try this. We've got 6 porcelain bricks. We've got our stone grill, and we have got our clay barrel extensions over here. And I guess because the stone grill is a part of this recipe, that is basically the upgrade for the stone grill. Yeah, I guess the heater is the upgrade for the stone grill, right? Which means I guess we'll be able to put more items into our Krunkk grill here. Rather than 16 at a time, I guess it'll take 64. But I suppose instead of asking these questions, Krunkk, just smash out the heater, get the achievement. Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Another purple achievement in the belly. Very nice. What is this thing all about, though? Let's just place it down and have a look at it. It does kind of look like a furnace. Oh, it has a GUI, but it looks to me like this is actually functioning in a similar way to the flame-grilled Whopper. Is that right? Because it looks like what we're able to do is put things in here to burn, right? Let's just get something that will burn here, I suppose like planks. And this is basically like a fire, I suppose. Does this count as a fire? Yeah, look at that. Okay, so that starts cooking. And I suppose this will be heating stuff. So, for example, can we put a kiln on top of that thing, I wonder? That's very curious. Let's just defire this kiln over here. And I'm very curious to see if this is how this thing works. Can we plonk a kiln on top of this thing? I broke the kiln, didn't I? Yeah, nice. Dang it! Yeah, the heater doesn't have enough heat to actually make the kiln work. And by the way, guys, this is how you pick up a kiln in SevTech. You shift right click and you don't break it with the pickaxe like Krunkk did, okay? So if the heater doesn't function as a fire source in SevTech, I guess the next logical step is to, well, just look at the next item we need to make, which is called a melter. Craft a melter to begin smelting down ores. It will need the matching heater below to work properly. There we go. Krunkk, you really need to start learning to read properly, my dude. That would have made more sense if you just read the words in the frickin' tutorial. This thing only works with the melter, and to make a melter, I'm hoping is not going to be too difficult. It is this thing over here, right? Oh, we do need a flame-grilled Whopper. We need porcelain brick. We need a primal chest, and we need a stone grill. Well, luckily, we have got one more shadow gem available, guys. Our very last and final shadow gem that we are going to be using here to make the melter. We're also going to need to make a little bit more charcoal dust. But, man, thank goodness we actually got 2 shadow gems from the Darklands, guys. Imagine we had to go back there to complete this task. That would have made Krunkk a very unhappy caveman, let me tell you. Krunkk fans from all over the world, prepare yourself to witness the most historical Krunkk smash so far in this SevTech survival series. If my instincts are correct, once we smash out this melter, we will complete the SevTech Ages tutorial, which has only taken us 20 episodes to do. So, for the last time, hopefully, in Age 0 of SevTech, Krunkk smash! There we go. Let's pick that heater up, and oh my goodness, a whole bunch of things have just gone off. Welcome to Age 1. That is absolutely pretty amazing. Now, I'm guessing if we stick the melter on top of the heater, now we are cooking with gas, baby. This is, oh, look at this. Yes, we're going to be able to smelt down iron and stuff in here, right? And I don't even know if there's other things like copper and brass and all those sweet, sweet jazzy things. But guys, welcome to Age 1. Oh, look at this whole new set of achievements to get. Oh my goodness, guys, how freaking sweet is this mod pack? Look at all of this awesome stuff. Oh, we can make a hoe. Finally, we can make a hoe. I don't think I've ever been this excited to create a hoe in Minecraft, guys. That is so sweet. Oh man, Krunkk, I am super proud of you, my brother. You have done exceptionally well today. What an amazing amount of progress that we've made. And you know what, man? Krunkk Cave is starting to get a little bit cramped up in here, isn't it? We're starting to run out of space for all of these new age materials. Also, just picked up a Materials Anew, which is actually a Tinker's Construct book. Are we going to be getting into Tinker's Construct now? That seems pretty awesome. So guys, as a last word from me and Krunkk for today's episode, I want to say a massive thank you for all of the support and love during the first age of SevTech. It took us 20 episodes to get through Age 0, which was probably a little bit longer than it needed to be, but I've had an absolute amazing time here on Krunkk Island. Now that we are entering a new age, it might be a good idea for us to go find a new place to live. I think we're going to need a lot more space if we're going to get through all of this stuff over here. Oh, is that a normal chest I see over there? Oh my goodness, I don't want to look at that anymore. It's got me too excited. But guys, thank you for all of the love from both me and Krunkk for Age 0. And we completed the tutorial of SevTech, which only took us like 30 hours or so, but it feels really good, and it's been so awesome playing this mod pack with you guys, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. And we actually got some stuff done today for once, which is awesome. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it from me, Krunkk, Smokey, and the unnamed parrot here on Krunkk Island, my dudes. We'll smell you all next time in Age 1 of SevTech. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. That is the most awesome.